Welcome to the channel. This video is a bit different from our usual programming, but today I will be discussing with you my opinions on Star Stable and giving you a better idea about who I am in the SSO community. I just want to go off and say that I love Star Stable and it has been one of my top favorite games for a very long time. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't have several complaints about the game and its contents. Okay, with that said, let's get started. Graphics. I know that the graphics are not the best, especially with today's modern standards, but it kind of adds to the charm. I do wish that they would improve a bit more since the game has been active for so long, but whatever, I'm not a game developer. Of course, this game is online and will have its issues and glitches. I understand that, but in comparison to other games that are out now, it could be better. I do, on the other hand, love the way the horses look, plus the plans for the new avatars are looking pretty awesome as well. The Gen 3 horses are beautiful and they always put their best into it, and now that the avatars are going to be getting the same treatment, that's a real treat. I think the SSO style looks super cool and modern and is kind of like eye candy, at least to me. They have a lot to improve on, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Quests. Now, there are thousands of quests in this game. Some of them are great, and some of them are not. My favorite quests are the main story ones, of course. I love the storyline, and I love being a part of it. Having your character be the center of attention in a group full of magic users is pretty amazing. Not to mention the alternate dimension and usage of portals, and that your horse has Pegasus wings. Oh, spoiler alert. Now, the scavenger hunt quests are, to say the least. It always takes way too long to find anything, and even if you find each item in order, they will be nowhere near each other. This will end up leading you down the path of inefficient back and forths throughout the entire island of Jorvik. Might I add that lots of the quests are basically the same as well. You basically end up doing every job for every NPC while they stand there and watch in awe at their laziness and success from it all. But at least you get paid. The community. The community on SSO involves children of all ages and the occasional adult that never lets go of the game and logs on for nostalgic purposes. Like me. I'm that person. Now, that doesn't mean you won't come across any creepy older figures, but if you do, please make sure to report and ignore them. Some people you come across are very nice and just want to roleplay or join a club with you, while others are rude and cyberbullies. Oh, but let's not forget the random kids that just want to spam the chat with slashes and periods. A lot of the time, I just ignore these characters. Unfortunately, if you happen to need the global chat and there's a spammer, it can be nearly impossible to talk to someone. I like the community for the most part, and there are a lot of really kind people overall, but the bullying and drama can be a bit much sometimes. If this ever happens to you, please report them. Let's all try to make Star Stable the community that everyone needs. Dressage. Dressage on SSO is insane! The community is huge and impressively organized. There are thousands of dressage teams out there who create routines and hold multiple practices online a week. They even have dedicated Discord servers, which is really impressive. There's also an entire website dedicated to dressage moves that teams can try during training. These teams are so into what they're doing that they treat it as if it's real and not just something fun in a video game. Now, there's good to it and also bad. It sounds great to be a part of an active club, but some teams can take it a little too far. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of wonderful teams out there, but there are a lot of toxic ones as well. Lots of teams have drama that can lead to a lot of hurt kids and a lot of members being thrown under the proverbial bus. One thing that I kind of hate about dressage in this game is how serious people take it. I love how there are all kinds of moves and routines you can do, but often you may find yourself in a situation where you have to buy a certain horse that you don't like, or even an outfit that you don't want. And star coins are really hard to find. Most likely, when you are buying these items, you're going to need star coins. It's the fastest way to get anything, but it's also really hard to come by. Dressage is expensive in real life, but it's spendy in games too. Instructors can be very strict and may not let you practice that day simply because your horse isn't happy enough. That dressage team could be something a kid looks forward to, but they may be too busy to properly take care of their horses. Being told you can't go to practice for something as the speed of your horse is ridiculous. Instructors can also be quite strict when it comes to if you are doing everything correctly. In the dressage club that I was recently a part of, we had to conduct dressage tests. It was very stressful, at least for me. I actually left the club right before my test was taken. Luckily, in my experience overall, instructors have been pretty okay if you are a beginner, but others may not. Also, team members that are more experienced than you can be outwardly rude if you don't understand a move like they do. That has happened to me before, and it doesn't feel great to be the odd one out. Just beware of drama and strict teammates, but some really do enjoy dressage on Star Stable and would do it time and time again. These are just my opinions based on my experiences, but I highly recommend putting yourself out there and joining a club. Updates. It can be really exciting when SSO headquarters releases a new update. It could be a new story quest update or a new horse on the market. Unfortunately, Star Stable can be a little too consistent with their updates. A lot of the updates have to do with new horses you can buy rather than extended new gameplay. Players who enjoy new quests and getting on the grind for that XP don't really get what they need. New horse breeds left and right are being put into the game instead. Those who really enjoy collecting horse breeds, these updates are perfect and cater to your every need. I completely understand. I mean, there are hundreds of horse breeds in real life, and SSO is just growing their market in their universe. I just find it a bit unfortunate when new horses are the majority of the marketing for this game. Of course, SSO wants new players, and luring them in with gorgeous horses is a great way to do that, but it is always nice to see something else. Luckily, recently the updates have been quite diverse. These include a new race in Valedale, new main story quests with the Soul Riders, and the birthday event. I was pretty happy to see that something other than horses was being added to the game. Conclusion. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all really enjoyed this video. I felt a little weird putting my opinions out on the internet, but honestly, why not? The internet is a space to share thoughts and feelings on things we feel passionate about. Star Stable will always be in my life until the day I or it dies. I love the game immensely, and nothing will stop me from playing it. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day and stay tuned for the next video. Bye!